Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I am Cherryl Lamberte, and I assigned to report about the value chains spread to Asia and comparing models. So, the value chains spread to Asia. The term value chain refers to the various business activities and processes involved in creating a product or performing a service. So, what is global value chain system? The concepts of a global value chain GVC and global supply chain refer to the people, rules and activities involved in the production of goods and services. So what is the importance of global value chains? The rising importance of global value chains or GVCs is clear proof of how many countries can benefit from the creation, production and export of a given product. The first value chains sold to United States, Europe, and Japanese market. The China became a more active trading and investment partner of all Asian countries. So as you notice nowadays or even before, Philippines is well-known countries for importing products that are made in China. Though we all know that some product qualities from China is very low, but because we want cheaper product, we grab or buy it because of its lesser price than the good quality or the original one. So how did China move up the global value chains? The trade and FDI liberalization helped China move up the global value chains. As a result, individual processing exporters have substituted domestics for imported materials both in terms of volume and varieties. So Asia's value chains are now increasing. For example, a smartphone assembled in China might include graphic design elements from the United States, computer code from France, silicon chips from Singapore, and precious metals from Bolivia. Throughout this process, all countries involved retain some value and benefit from the export of the final product. So, what are the factors that explain the rise of global value chains? They include, among others, trade policy, logistics, and trade facilitation, regulation of business services, investment, business taxation, innovation. So the wider business environment fostering entrepreneurship. So what are the global value chains and what are its interconnection to the economy of a country? Global value chains GVCs refer to the international production sharing, a phenomenon where production is broken into activities and tasks carried out in different countries. So how does Philippines contribute to global value chain? The Philippines is one of the most dynamic economies in the East Asia and Pacific region. GVCs are emerging as a dominant feature of international trade and could help to promote inclusive development, increase employment, and add value to domestic industries in the Philippines. So as you can see here, I have a illustration. It is the performance from basics to extended. So purchasing and logistics define, which is the business strategy processes, and then the foundation breakthrough, separate strategy process alignment, advance is the unified strategy integrated process, and then extended is virtual supply chains, productive models, optimized strategy. So the next is illustration is the product and then the information. So the product is from supplier going to manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and then shoppers or the consumers. So below, as you can see, there is an arrow, information. So they will get information from the consumers, which they will demand the product. So they will have to communicate from the supplier. Okay, so this one, same the illustration before, and this is a cycle. From raw materials, the logistic will go to the supplier, and then logistics, and then they will go to the manufacturer. They will manufacture the products, and then distributor. They will distribute the product going to the retailer, and then the consumer, which the consumer demands for the product they want. Okay, so we will go to comparing models. The two regions, Europe and Asia's production structures, its emphasis on investment in productivity enhancing research and development, or R&D. So Asia could adopt some of the European Union or European Union governance. This includes deciding some issues by qualified majority voting and others by consensus. So consensus means general agreement. Second is the giving additional weight to small countries and minorities in decision making so as to make regionalism more inclusive. So the third one is the subsidiarity principle. So the subsidiarity means a principle of social doctrine that all social bodies exist for the sake of the individual. So that what individuals are able to do, society should not take over, and what small societies can do, larger societies should not take over. Okay, so next is the open method of coordination, which allows the members countries to agree on initiatives. Initiatives means the power or opportunity to act or take charge before others do. So lastly is the mutual surveillance. So mutual surveillance means close observation is, and then through peer review and peer pressure to ensure that members respect commitments before resorting to sanction. Sanction means a threatened penalty for disobeying a law or rule. So the visionaries people with great ideas, Jean Monnet, Robert Schuman, and Alcero Spinelli, they influence opinions makers, inspire national leaders, and eventually enable the region to speak with a more prominent common voice in global forums. So I have again an illustration here. It's a panel manufacturing sector. So the left side there is China, USA, and then Democratic Union, which is from the Czech Republic. Okay, so as you can see, China, they increase more from 2005 to 2016. The blue one is the 2016, and then the black one, the dot is the, or the diamond is the 2005. So as you can compare or see the illustration, it's the manufacturer of the basic metals that China is rapidly growing. And here also, even the machinery and equipment, China also. So we all know that China grow rapidly for the almost product they have. Okay, next, as you can see, China versus the rest of the world. So China, the color sky blue. So as you can see, it has more, or the illustration shows that China has the more uh, export, or yeah, export product from different uh, countries all over the world. So they have more products, and even Philippines, we uh, import products from them. So the rest of the purple is the rest of Asia, and then the Europe, which is the orange one, the Middle East, the green, the Americas, the pink, Africa, yellow, and then Diamond Princess, like the red. So this is the data listed from source from World Health Organization. Okay, so as you can see, lastly, and the left side, primary activities and then the support activities. So the business infrastructure, and then human resources management, so the technology development, and then procurement. So in the primary activities, they have the inbound logistic operation, outbound logistic, and then marketing, and then service. So you just check the inbound logistic, very low cost as 2%, operation from 9 to 9 working hours in 7 days a week. So strong presence of distribution in the outbound logistic, and then marketing, sales every day, low price, always low price, and then cash and carry. And then services, quick response. So my references is from www.uniscap.org, and then in Wikipedia. So that's all my report. I hope you learn from my report. And um, thank you. And the next reporter will be Miss Melchi Montalban.